Hey y'all, we're back.
Yes, we are. And this episode review of Scandal is brought to you by 10 Stacks. So guys, like we
Stack
said
that paper
before,
right.
stack that money. This is a new clothing line out. Shout out to the designer. Follow them on IG. I think it's 10 stacks _ clothing.
Yes.
I think that's right. If it's wrong, we just gonna type it in so you gonna get the right name.
You gonna get the right name.
You gonna get the right name.
We don't play.
10 stacks.
10 stacks.
Let's jump in on this review.
Yes, so Scandal, as y'all all know, is one of the hit shows. They give it to you like no other.
ABC is doing its thing.
Yeah, they doing their thing because they got a few little comebacks. Okay. So in the beginning of Scandal, Olivia Pope was running with Jake.
They talking, booty call. I want a booty call, man. Booty call. That's how I kept thinking.
I don't do no booty calls.
Booty call.
I don't do no booty calls.
You about to do a booty call?
Mm-mm.
You about to do a booty call?
You know what?
And that's what happened.
That's how it went.
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia was not feeling that. He had like got a hotel or whatever, and she like, that's not me. No boo. And he like, well, okay then. And so, and so then Olivia Pope was talking to Cyrus, and you know they sitting on the bench or whatever,
they discussing it,
and he like, yeah, you my friend, and she like, are we still friends?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we are. And
then next thing you know, Cyrus started trying to blackmail Olivia.
Blackmail her.
And I'm like, dang, with friends like that, who need enemies? Really?
For real.
Mm-hmm. So, with that going on, Olivia was just feeling like, dang, I guess I'm gonna have to do it. He was like, you already work for the White House, so you might as well just go ahead. She like, I don't work for the White House no more. He like,
yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
If we put money into your bank account, boo, you work for us.
Yeah, he knew exactly how much.
He knew it.
I'm like, dang, that was very in detail. Don't mess with Cyrus.
Cyrus ain't got no husband no more. Cyrus just don't care. He out here like Millie.
That's what I was just about to bring up. So Millie and Cyrus had a heart-to-heart. And
over some fried chicken. Millie had that Popeye sent to the White House.
Millie, we always knew that
she were black.
Was black.
Millie, you black.
You got that shape popping. You know, you be keeping it together. I don't care. Even if they is calling you crazy, girl, you still getting it.
Tell them this. Be like, I ain't crazy, boo. I'm black.
Okay. And first off, that was another thing. They up here putting stuff in the media because she was outside mourning her son's death, and I just feel like that was very rude and disrespectful.
She going around eating fried chicken, laying on her son's grave with some Uggs on. Okay.
She got the Uggs on. She got her not even leggings. She been wearing jogging pants.
I feel like Millie had on a 10 Stacks hoodie, and I was like, okay, like Millie giving us that college girl tease.
Yeah, that's what she been giving us, the college girl tease. And you know, Millie is real pretty, so it's like, I mean, she just getting it like a black girl. You know,
like
we always look good, even when we is giving that college girl tease.
Millie giving us when you see a black girl at Walmart with her hair wrapped with some Uggs on and some jogging pants.
You know what's real crazy? My girl Millie is actually a vegan. Carrie spilled that straight gutter tea right on Twitter. She was like, all of y'all vegans who, because you know I was coming. I was
coming for me.
I'm like, Millie, why you eating all that fried chicken? Cyrus, you supposed to be a vegetarian and stuff. They trying to help you with your health, and you went right over there with Millie.
He was eating that Popeyes.
They was eating that Popeyes. They was eating on a bucket of Popeyes chicken. So Millie, you really done showed just how black you are.
You done showed just how, you know what, Millie? I'm not even going to go there with you. But I ride for Millie. I like Millie.
I like Millie too.
What about Abby? Abby got her together.
Oh yeah, Abby came in there and was like, girl, you know, I know that you've been going through all of this and whatnot, but there are other people, there's other Americans out here who have lost their children. They have to get up for work. There's other Americans out here who only get 3 days or took 3 weeks to grieve over their child, and then they have to go back to work. And I was like, dang, because at first when she was saying it, she was like, you know, lost a child. She was like, I don't got no kids, so I don't know how that feels, but you know, you got to get over it. At first I'm like, wait a second. But once she kept talking, I was like, dang, she really came to her real, and Millie had to do nothing but respect it. But at first she snatched that book out of Millie's hand. Millie got up like, bitch, what? And at first Millie was like, whatever you gotta say, I really don't give two about what you about to come up in here and say, and I'm not going. But then Millie actually listened. She was listening like, oh, you actually got some sense.
But Millie was about to straight show Abby how black she was. Because Abby was straight about to get mopped in the White House.
She was. Oh, and then, you know, her and Cyrus, they did have that moment when they connected on the balcony. And they was just talking about, because Cyrus lost his husband, and he was like, that was the love of my life. He was like, but nothing compares to losing a child. But he was like, you know what? I'm up here saying that, like, losing the love of my life don't compare to that, but I am sad. Like, he admitted how
hurt he was.
How hurt he was, and Millie, they was bonding,
like, on that hurt level.
On that hurt level. Because, other people can relate to that. If you ain't never went through that,
then you can't relate.
You can't
relate.
You see,
Abby couldn't relate, but what Abby could do was state some facts. Because when she stated that stuff about Jacqueline Kennedy, and Jacqueline still had to be up there during that speech, I never knew. That's facts.
I never knew
That's
that
history.
Either. I never knew that either.
She
was basically saying you got to be strong to be a first lady.
Okay.
Honey.
Scandal is giving us history lessons on our history.
Okay. All right.
Scandal, you are off the hook.
Y'all are real scandalous. Because how about Miss Olivia Pope showed up at Jake's spot and was like, you know what? When I summon you, you are gonna come. And at first he looking like, what is you talking about? And then she took off the jacket.
She didn't have no clothes. She just had some bomb boots on.
Some bomb boots.
And that white jacket you had on this episode, that was fabulous.
Flawless. She said, I woke up like this.
Okay.
Literally, she woke up and put on the peacoat and then went in there and did her thing.
Them boots was in the air. It's like Scandal is not a Scandal episode without sex.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Like, it's HBO now. I don't care. It's HBO. I'm not sure if I want my children, if I had any, watching it.
Okay. I think I would have to send the kitties to bed.
You can't watch Scandal tonight.
Not tonight.
Okay.
I got to preview it before you can watch it. Or I'm going to have to cover your eyes or something.
And I'm still not a fan of Quinn. Even though Quinn, you do look cute.
Yeah.
But I'm still not a fan of Quinn.
I mean, I just feel like I can't really trust her. Even though her and Huck, they got this weird little thing going on.
So weird.
But it's like, their relationship, I guess, is good for them. But my thing is, Huck basically let her know, like, if I had a chance to do it all over again, I would pull your teeth out.
And that probably turned her on, though. Like, that made her get a little hot, little wet. Like, she was like, I like that. Speaking of getting a little wet.
That's their type of relationship.
Girl, speaking of getting a little wet, you already know. On How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, wait, but we ain't finished with Scandal, boo.
I know, but I had to throw that How to Get Away with Murder on because that was off the hook.
How to Get Away with Murder, that's why we said ABC, y'all
doing
bringing it. Y'all are bringing it because that show right there, that show showed you.
There?
They showed you, they said you don't know nobody just because somebody look all sweet and innocent and all cute and everything and stuff. You do not know.
Okay.
You do not know. They may have murdered somebody.
On some real life true T Gunner stuff.
So watch out.
Watch your back, because you don't know. They said you don't know who you married, boo.
Yeah, that's what they basically said. I'm like, dang, that's real messed up. Because it's supposed to be to death do us part, and then the husband's out here killing the wives. So they like, I'm gonna kill you so that I can be with somebody else.
If y'all don't know what we talk about, y'all need to watch it because the husband killed his wife and he got away with it.
So y'all need to watch it.
Y'all need to watch it. But let me say something real quick.
Okay.
On How to Get Away with Murder, when Viola was talking to the police officer, her boyfriend, not her husband, and he was like, I'm going to tell all the dirty, nasty things we did. If you call me again, if you see me again. Girl, I was holding on to me when he said that. I was smiling. Like, I thought I was Viola. I was like, all the dirty, nasty things we did.
And they did some nasty things.
They did. Like, last episode, he was coming down from the woman cave.
From the woman cave. I like that. The woman cave. That's what we gonna call it. That's what we gonna call it. For the sake of the kitties.
Because this HBO all day.
All day, baby. Yeah, I like that show.
I like the show.
Thumbs up for How to Get Away with Murder. Okay? And I told y'all last time, I feel like the same person. I feel like, girl, Shonda, Capricorn.
Shonda, you did that.
You did that. I feel like you the same one.
I feel like they competing. Like, Scandal and How to Get Away are competing. But you know what? They on the same side.
Yeah.
So.
And at the same time, it's like you watch one, you gotta
watch the other.
You gotta watch the other.
I was talking to my mama. I got text messages to prove it. My mama seen them two boys get it in. She was like, whoa, now. I said, Ma, you better get him this HBO.
Okay.
I said, they turn.
They coming for HBO.
They coming for HBO.
So back to Scandal. What about how Olivia? So she had to help out the lady in the wheelchair with her husband or whatever, and they seem like the perfect couple. The lady in the wheelchair had helped out all these kids. That's how she got in the wheelchair. It was a shooting at a school, and she was rescuing the baby. She went to 26 different funerals. She was like the angel,
Mother Teresa.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, Olivia Pope walk up in there, and they arguing like for real arguing.
They stabbing each other.
They acting crazy. They throwing stuff. It's real crazy.
Just like off of How to Get Away with Murder, you never know what's the tea. You never know what's going on because you thought she was Mother Teresa. You thought.
And then they going back and forth crazy. And then the dude, he like, well, I was over there and I was getting tortured and I was over there in the war for 2 years. And what the heck? Like, they both just so mad at each other. But she said before the wheelchair accident, like before everything had transpired, they were so perfect. Happy. And that kind of made me sad because I'm like, dang, like, why did that mess it up? That should have brought them stronger. Like, okay, I've been through something. Maybe you've been through something.
Maybe it's because he couldn't get any no more.
I think that's what it is. Because, you know, people get real mad when they can't get that act right.
Once the sex stop, okay.
That could be the death of a relationship.
When the sex go out, the relationship go out. Damn. Well, Liv ain't never gonna have that problem. Liv ain't never gonna have that problem.
Olivia Pope is never, ever. It's because she's a black woman.
Maybe that's
because Miss Viola. I don't think she gonna have that problem either.
I've never seen this side of Viola Davis. That chocolate was just everywhere, like,
and she is so stacked, like just like 10 Stack.
She is just like 10 Stack. She stacked. Okay.
She been serving. Snaps in the air for her. The black woman. Yes. Okay. Woo. I just got.
Speaking of the two boys on How to Get Away, we going back and forth.
Yeah,
y'all
we are.
Keep up.
Keep up with us.
Okay, so we on Scandal.
Up. Yeah, we on Scandal.
Cyrus? Escort?
That tripped me out.
And
you know what's crazy? When I first seen the guy, I'm like, is this some tension going on between them? Because, you know, he ain't been with nobody since his boo died. He like, you know, I'm going to keep his legacy alive. But then he like, you know, Cyrus got needs.
Cyrus got needs
too. And he started falling for him. He like, you know, I ain't did this in a long time. And then next thing you know, the dude was like, well, shoot, I do this all the time. You know, I'm an escort.
We was like, what?
And I knew Cyrus was going to get turned off by that. I knew he was going to be like, whoa, like, you know, I thought this was about to be something meaningful. Like, he wanted to feel that love again. And that wasn't what it was about. And then the dude was like, you sure you don't want to do this? He like dropped his pants. I'm just like, oh, so you in the business of tempting.
He in the business of thoughting. Okay. Cyrus found him a real live thought.
A true live thought.
Speaking of thought, for those of you who don't know what a thought is, excuse my language for 1 second. It stands for that 304, that HOE, that hoe over there. That's what thought stands for. I just told my grandmother the other day, I'm like, Grandma, do you know what thought stands for? She's like, they always making nicknames for a whore.
Okay. Like, call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. Please.
Goodness. 2015 is going to be a new name.
It's going to be another name. What is going to be like? Blueberry?
Blueberry. Look at that blueberry.
Look at that blueberry.
Everybody, look at that blueberry.
She's such a blueberry.
That's for real. So I don't care. Let somebody call me a thought. That's not a real word, boo.
Okay.
Goodness.
Okay, so that was a side note. We just had to get that out. We had to get that out. Mm-hmm. But last but not least, Fitz gave a phenomenal speech.
Phenomenal.
And I actually have to say it was all because of Olivia Pope. And what's so crazy on the last episode, we didn't tap into the part where Millie was like, when you see her.
What do you mean?
When you see her.
I want some chicken.
When you see her,
I'm not gonna see her.
Yeah, okay. When you see her,
Melly.
let me know. Let me know when you see her. When you see her. Answer. Millie was not playing. She was like, when you see her, because she knew. At the end of the day, you know, a woman's intuition, we be knowing what's up. I had to get into it. I had to get all into it.
10 stacks.
10 stacks. But yeah, with a woman's intuition, you be knowing. And she knew that they was going to run into each other. But the crazy thing is they did not mess around. Olivia Pope actually
kept her legs closed.
Oh. Thumbs up to Olivia for that. I'm so proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. But not with Jake, but with the president. With Mr. President.
At least she with Jake, it seems like.
It seems like they kind of like got like a relationship. Olivia, you trying something new? Look at you, girl.
She said, I ain't no thought no more.
Hey.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be. I wanna be saved. Olivia done got saved.
Olivia done got saved by crazy ass Jake.
Right. Oh, he's crazy.
But anyway though, yeah, and so she actually gave him the advice because he's like, what should I do? I need your help. Because at first she was not trying to help him.
Nice.
She was just like, I'm kind of over you and over helping you and over working for the White House and always coming to your rescue. She like, I'm just over it. And I kind of felt her, but then he was like, no, for real, like, what should I do? And she put her feelings to the side because she still got feelings deep inside for him. And she told him to get up there and talk about what was really going on. The fact that they had really lost a child. The fact that Millie is breaking down, but Millie is actually here. Millie decided to come out after that speech that she had got from baby girl. And she was like, I'm actually go. She put on her red and she was looking fierce.
That's Millie from the suburbs, boo.
Okay.
When Millie was down and out, that was Millie from the hood. Okay. But then you got to see Millie from the suburbs.
She know how to get classy on them. And she came there and she sat there and Fitz actually got up there and took Olivia's advice and gave her some praise and said, she is here, she is strong, that's my wife. I was so proud of him.
Can she actually get a thumbs
up?
up?
Yes, he actually been on Millie's side. Okay. And after the fact, Millie did have a moment, after it was all over.
Everybody felt that moment.
Everybody felt the moment because the president he gave a phenomenal speech. You would have thought like this was like some real life because he gave a real good speech. And after that, everybody felt it, but he related it to the kids getting killed. And he was just like, we can't have these guns out here. Like, he's like, shoot. And in the Constitution, slavery is in there too. He like, the gun laws are in there. He like, slavery isn't right. So what makes carrying a gun right? So he gave a good point. And he was just talking about how when you holding a little girl in your arms, that ain't cute. That ain't cute. And that shows what guns can do because bullets do not have eyes.
No.
So he proved his point.
He did.
And right after that, Millie broke down and he was right there for us. So Fitz, you did that.
You did that, Fitz.
You did that. Did we get it all?
I feel like we covered it, the majority.
Did we cover
some good points.
Okay. Wait, Scandal? Y'all did that.
You so scandalous. Y'all so nasty. Y'all get us up here with our 10 stacks hoodies on, watching Scandal turn up.
Turn up. And How to Get Away with Murder? And I just feel like on How to Get Away with Murder, I never know who about to get killed. I never know who I can trust.
Don't know.
Like, they just flat out just let you know. So, y'all, be careful out here because How to Get Away with Murder is letting y'all know it is some crazy people out here. And y'all crazy people, let me say this. Don't y'all be getting no ideas from that show.
Don't be getting no ideas.
For real.
Because you're going to mess around and try to kill the wrong one and wind up getting popped.
Okay, and you don't know if they watching How to Get Away with Murder too. Okay. So they may come right back.
They're going to come right back at you.
Yeah.
We don't be coming at each other.
Yeah.
I seen the show. We watching the same show.
Okay. So, don't try it.
Shoot, okay? And don't try it. We about the same age as those kids on there.
Okay.
College students.
They got them kids out there.
Them kids is turned.
Them is some turned kids. And the one dude, he is not as innocent as I thought. The cute one, the black guy.
No, he's not.
He is not. You are not.
You are not
that innocent. Oh, and he is saggy, just like Brittany. Well, that proves a lot. Anyway, y'all, that wraps up this episode that was sponsored by 10 Stacks. Check us out next time in the Utopia Suite and be sure to get into it. Get all into it. We love y'all.